The emblem of the Southern Cross. It was on that very day that the aircraft bearing the mark of the Southern Hemisphere brought about the defeat of Laysath forces. But the story barely made the news, and the army showed no apparent reaction. Almost nightly, Laysath's commanding officer, Diego Gaspar Navarro, plays host to grand banquets within Gaius Tower. This evening, he is once again proudly trumpeting the glory of his airborne fortress. I've heard the speech so many times, it feels like I wrote it. Which, in a way, is a good thing, because it lets me concentrate on enjoying the food instead. As I gazed out the window at the night sky, I felt as if even the phases of the moon were somehow at odds with those of the Northern Hemisphere. The words of a fellow reporter, who fancied himself a connoisseur of fine wine, really got me thinking about the price of the glass of wine in my hand. One glass of it is roughly equivalent to several years of a Laysathian citizen's salary. Haven't the long years of civil war left Laysath an impoverished and war-torn nation? Whatever the case, much is unclear about the flow of money in Laysath. Ever since I arrived here, I've only covered stories the military had approved. However, this particular mystery just might be worth investigating on my own. The idea was nothing more than the product of an idle mind. At least at the time.
Okay, let's get started with a report of the situation. I think our best option under the circumstances would be to head towards Santa Elva. Santa Elva is a strategic location that we have to pass through to get to the capital, Griswold. However, there are several other strategic points on the way to Santa Elva. Which points you choose and in what order you do so is up to you. It looks like your decisions will affect the course of this battle. I know it's an immense responsibility, but there's no one else to count on. We're relying on you to get us through this. It appears that the enemy's Miller unit is gathering at Kings Hill. It looks like they're trying to take back Port Patterson. I wonder what they're up to. Next, we have reports that the Allied Davis unit is cut off at Stand Canyon. Gleipnir took off from Puna Base and is currently standing by at Terminus Island. With the long strike range of the Gleipnir, there's not much our forces can do. It appears that the enemy is moving towards Stand Canyon to eliminate our remaining forces. We'll need those remaining forces in our attack on Santa Elva, so I think we should probably send help. If left alone, they'll be helpless against the aerial fortress, just like what happened to us at Cape Aubrey. Also, Santa Elva is a key location for the enemy, and I think they'll concentrate their forces there. We'll have major problems if they send in their aerial fortress. I'll give you more details once you decide on a route. Please tell me which route you plan to take. The Gleipnir is now positioned above Terminus Island. It is using the island as a resupply base and as a staging point for long-range attacks on Stand Canyon. The troops stranded at Stand Canyon are vital to the upcoming assault on Santa Elva. But they're pinned down as long as the Gleipnir's assault is allowed to continue. Something must be done about the situation, and soon. Analysis of the SWBM attack at Cape Aubrey has shown that the shock wave of the missile dissipates before reaching ground level. Hoping to utilize this weakness, the remaining Aurelian fleet has gathered for a counter-assault on the airborne fortress. We have been informed that the assault will begin as soon as we are ready. How shall we proceed, sir?
Griffith 1, you are cleared for takeoff. Griffith 1, altitude restrictions canceled. Return to your mission. Good luck.
First Fleet to Third Fleet. Any sign of the Gleipnir?
Third Fleet, no sign of it yet.
Understood. Continue your patrol of the area. What's that sound?
Look! It's the Gleipnir!
Just get in there. Attack! Target the Gleipnir!
Commence cannon fire! Hit it with everything we've got!
The SWBM can't reach us here, but watch out for conventional ordnance.
Look! The disc on the bottom is starting to move! What's he go-
The ships under the Gleipnir just disintegrated.
What the hell was that?
Second Fleet, do you read me? This is the First Fleet. Come in! Come in!
All of those ships destroyed in an instant. Such destructive power. I can't believe they've made such a terrifying weapon. Sir, Griffith 1, it appears the enemy has some kind of new super weapon. If they destroy the rest of our fleet, we'll no longer be able to sustain our military. The MPG will display damage to the Allied fleet. Protect them and keep the gates from reaching max. I know it's a dangerous mission. We're counting on you, sir. Did you hit it? All right, one down. Sir, that's it. Don't lose sight of it. All right, you're coming, Lord. We're sitting ducks up here. Can't somebody do something? It's no use. Evasive were successful. The Gleipnir has started to climb. No doubt they're planning to return to base to make repairs. Griffith 1, try to destroy the SWBM. As long as the SWBM exists, the safety of all Allied troops remains in question. The altitude of the airborne fortress will be displayed on your MPG. The fortress will be out of range once the gauge reaches max. There, be persistent. Shoot him down. The Gleipnir is launched an SWBM. We think it's the same as the one used at Cape Aubrey. It's too dangerous to fly at high altitude. Try to stay lower than the Gleipnir. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, impact! Airborne fortress missile launched. Estimated time to impact, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, impact! time to impact, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, impact! Help me! He's right behind me! I can't get him off me! Airborne Fortress missile launched. Estimated time to impact, 15 seconds. Estimated time to impact, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, impact! Missile defeated. Airborne Fortress missile launched. Estimated time to impact, 15 seconds. Estimated time to impact, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, impact! Airborne Fortress missile launched. Estimated time to impact, 15 seconds. Estimated time to impact, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, impact! Great job! The Airborne Fortress's SWPM has gone up in flames. Raise the engine output to max. We've got to escape. Target hit. The Airborne Fortress is rapidly ascending. We can't follow. It's unfortunate we weren't able to destroy the Gleipnir. However, this was a very important turn of events for us.
We've succeeded in destroying the Gleipnir's SWBM. The surrounding area is no longer in any danger. Unfortunately, the Gleipnir escaped, but this victory has given us hope. I'm starting to feel like retaking Santa Elva is fastly becoming a reality.